Let me along to your totally nude island. You took my hand, led me astray. Let's say I'm totally nude island.
Once you hear the mesmerizing calls of the rarest of exotic birds, you become totally consumed by passion. Totally consumed by passion. Put on a strategically placed shell, raise a little hell. Frolic in the surf, sand and turf, on totally nude island.
Darling, show me love, tell me lies. You do something to me, make it all through the night. Touch me once, kiss me twice. You do something to me on this isle of desire.
Kissed by eternal sun, kissed by eternal sun. A few miles north of the Tropic of Desire. Kalinu Island. Kalinu Island. Kalinu Island. Kalinu Island.
Let me along to your totally nude island. Let me astray to your totally nude island. Let me along to your totally nude island.
Gentlemen, if Luke Skywalker does not come back from the dead in this episode of The Rise of Skywalker, mark my words that this film will be an absolute cinematic failure, all at the hands of a feminist woman, Kathleen, the most incompetent president of any organization ever to exist in human history, Kennedy. Okay, that's her nickname. Kathleen Kennedy is so fucking stupid. She absolutely tanked and destroyed the brand of Star Wars, which any incompetent idiot with a fraction of a brain cell could have made a better movie than the most previous abortion, The Last Jedi. Gentlemen, welcome today to Interview with a Man, episode 151. I'm at a loss for words, really. I cannot even explain the complete abortion that this movie is going to be. I have zero hopes for this movie being anything but a complete abortion. Okay? This movie is going to be the hugest lesson in history that feminism doesn't work on educated men. Guys, it's no secret to anybody here that I'm a huge Star Wars fan, right? And I'm just blown away at everything I've seen. Obviously, clearly the entire situation they had with The Last Jedi blew up in their face, right? Completely. And today's episode is going to be more of an educational episode. So for you guys that just want to sit around and talk about, just give me the quick cheats codes and how to bang some girls, this one's not for you. So just go back to your life of mediocrity, because this one's going to take a little thinking, okay? This one's going to take a little thinking. Just going to have to put on your thinking caps here. And, it's definitely, it's just, I cannot even believe that. I mean, literally, I could have made Disney billions of dollars with the Last Jedi. Okay. I just need to have a drink here. I'm glad to see feminism dying. I'm glad to see it. And more importantly, I'm really happy to see this whole thing completely come undone and blow up really in her face. And poor J.J. Abrams, who was given the task of saving the abortion that Ryan Johnson had made. Think of how easy it is to make a Star Wars movie. Just think about how easy it has to be, okay? You give them a set of lightsabers, right? The good guys have any color lightsaber other than red. The bad guys, they have red lightsabers. Obviously, this is green, but the green screen is picking it up, so this is actually the Matrix blade, which is pretty cool in itself. Here to cut you out of your blue pill ways and free you from the enslavement that is modern-day society, trying to ruin you, trying to ruin your health, ruin your life, ruin your sex life, ruin your happiness. Because let's all be really, really transparent and honest with each other here. If you follow society's plan for you, I'd be surprised if you make it to 50. Okay? I would just be completely blown away if anybody makes it to age 50. Guys, go ahead and smash that like button. Let's say what's up to the chat before I go in. Alec Checkerfield says, "What up, pussies?" Eric Von Wadel says, "Good morning, Hot Dude Army." D-Money, what's up? Ben, what's up? Simon, what's up, my man? Peter S., good to see you back. Zuck Nation, what's up? I'm the 9, what up? Hologram, good to have you in here. Go ahead and send your daily offering in to that link right there. Ivor, what's up? Mr. Rick Torres, what's up? Christopher Wilson, yo. Tony, what's up? Good to see you back. Greg B., what up? Christian Soto, nice to see you too. Dan S., what's up? John Pussywalker in the house, that's right. Jesse, what's up? Tommy B. Shelby, what's going on? Let's see what else. Good to see you guys interacting and having a good time with each other there. Really good. James, what's up? Mike, what's up? Eston K, what's up? Project Les, what's going on? Did you ever seen the movie The Red Pill? No, because it was directed by a woman. Red Pill Jedi, that's right. Greetings from Colombia. What's up, Alejandro? Roberto, what's up? Bruce, what is up? Guys, Thank you all for tuning in today. Okay. So you want to make a Star Wars movie. Literally, all you have to do is give the good guys the non-red lightsabers and the bad guys the red lightsabers, right? You make them fight, and then eventually the good guys win, right? You don't make them win in the first movie. You make them win down the road, okay? Let's talk about what happened here, okay? So this all started because George Lucas sold Disney Star Wars for $4 billion, making George Lucas the richest celebrity in American history, okay? George Lucas sold Star Wars and Lucasfilms to Disney for $4 billion. When you sell something for $4 billion and you are putting money into everything, you have to make way more than $4 billion, okay? Now, what's happened here is Disney, they got a sniff of success with The Force Awakens, and they really thought it was due to their story. But the reality is, the story from Force Awakens was complete shit, okay? The character that is Rey is complete shit. The only character with any substance in this entire brand new saga is Kylo Ren, because he's the only character that actually has a fraction of masculinity. Poe's okay, but he's just a little bland. Finn is a bumbling fool. He had some potential after the first movie, but they completely... I mean, Rian Johnson really ruined everything for Star Wars. He really, truly destroyed any fraction of a hope. Before I get started, just a quick little update. I have been banned from Twitter. So as you can see, 0 followers, 0 following. Somebody has been specifically targeting my accounts, my Twitter and my Instagram, and reporting stuff en masse in order to get me deplatformed. And so far that's worked on Twitter. Twitter, as you know, is a dying platform as it is due to their censorship. So, you know, I'm not surprised that they're just following through with this stupidity. I'm gonna keep you guys updated. I have an account on Gab, and I'm gonna slowly start making my way over to platforms that are censorship free, because this whole like banning on social media, it's an archaic way of doing things, and all companies that are involved in this banning, they will not have a very financially profitable future. I think I'm gonna get on Gab. Gab is boomer. Oh, come on, not Tom, you idiot. Okay, you're getting a timeout for that. Don't type that shit in my chat. Go ahead and smash the like buttons. Tom, that was very stupid. Don't type stupid stuff like that, okay? Yeah, I have a Minds account. I have a lot of their coins as well, and I do have Gab, and I've kind of been neglecting them, but it looks like I'm gonna have to make a run at these censorship-free things. Well, let's go back to let's go back to what I was talking about here. The Force Awakens. So The Force Awakens made a lot of money, right? And the real reason is not because of the storyline, because the storyline was pretty shit, okay? It wasn't because of anything. It was because at the end of The Force Awakens, the one man that the entire world has been waiting to come back to the big screen had finally made his triumphant return. And that is Luke Skywalker. Okay? You want to talk about Star Wars? All right? Star Wars is Luke Skywalker. There is nothing to say any less, any more, okay? If you're talking about Star Wars, you're talking about one of three main characters, okay? Real quick, I just want to poll the audience. Type your favorite Star Wars character in the chat right now. Type your favorite Star Wars character in the chat right now, and I'm going to start reading them off because I want to prove a point here before I actually move forward with this. And go ahead and smash that like button as well. Okay. Eric Von Whittle says Han Solo. Kyle Katarn says D Money. Alex Ryder, Han, Ben, Yoda, Han Solo, Yoda, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Solo, Vader, Han Solo, R2-D2, Han Solo, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Lando Calrissian, Jabba the Hutt, Mace Windu. Mace Windu's a fucking gangster. Darth Vader, Han Solo, John MLD. Thank you. Qui-Gon Jinn. Nice choice. Chewbacca, Lando. Who was the Sicilian floating guy in the prequels? I don't know. Lando Calrissian, Jabba the Hutt. Okay? The point I'm trying to make is here. When you're talking about Star Wars, okay? Darth Revan, now you're talking. When you talk, Darth Maul. Okay. Go fuck yourself, pal. How about that? Go fuck yourself. You're banned now. Oh, the Sicilian flying guy was Boba Fett. Okay, yeah. So, the point I'm trying to make here is when anybody thinks of Star Wars, you're usually thinking of three characters, okay? It's usually Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, right? Or Darth Vader. Those are the big three right there. Those three are the big storyline characters that made Star Wars the multi-billion-dollar franchise that it evolved into. All right? Now, that being said, that is why The Force Awakens was the movie that it was. Because Han Solo was in it, and at the end, there was huge anticipation for Luke Skywalker, right? The fact that we saw Luke Skywalker at the end of The Force Awakens pretty much erased the fact that that movie was a complete, fucking abortion. And I'm not talking a proper abortion done in a clinic. I'm talking like an abortion done in a back alley with a coat hanger. Okay? A real nasty abortion. That's what this fucking movie was. This movie and The Last Jedi. Okay? And again, I told you guys Angry MLD was coming out today. So, this is not your family-friendly PG episode, okay? This is me. This is a critical breakdown as to how feminism can literally ruin anything. Guys, you got to realize this, okay? Feminism is only a destroyer. It is not an uplifter. It is not a bringer of good things, okay? If you inject anything that has been mainstream and popular with feminism, it does die, okay? Feminism literally is cancer. It kills anything, okay? Do you know why all the Marvel movies were so successful in this Marvel thing up until Tony Stark dying in Avengers Endgame? Because it was all traditional masculinity. It was all masculinity. Good, all old school masculinity stuff. Anthony Johnson says, John, you need to make your own Star Wars episode that follows the story of you and the Rule Zero Jedi Enclave trying to save ADJ's sister from a violent prolapse at the I don't know where the rest of it. I can't read it. That was funny. Thank you for the $5 from Anthony, actual guy named Anthony Johnson. But yeah. You know, I lost track of thought there. Where was I going with this? But yeah. It was true. Endgame. Endgame did not suck. Endgame was very good. You know, that's why the movies were so successful. And why was Star Wars so insanely successful? Okay? Do you know why? Because it had a huge, logical, male-based fan base. Okay? Guys, I have spent a lot of money on Star Wars memorabilia. Okay? Star Wars games. Star Wars video games. This lightsaber was $200. Okay? I have spent a lot of money. There is not an even relative amount of comparison between what men spend with Star Wars stuff versus women, okay? It is a male-dominated fan base. It is a male-dominated merchandise base. It is a male-dominated video game base. It is a male-dominated card game base, board game, whatever you want to say. It is men, okay? And if you are going to turn on your fan base, you deserve to die as an organization, okay? As a business. That's like if I came in here and I just started talking shit to all you guys for trying to make yourselves better men. That's like me saying you guys all have fragile masculinity and you're all weak beta males. And that's like if I just started going in on you guys for no reason. Right? How dare you say Ryan is Han Solo? How dare you? I fancy myself as an Anakin Skywalker kind of guy myself. That's the character I relate to the most. Him and Obi-Wan Kenobi. Little bit of dual identities that I have there. But that's just neither here nor there. But I really relate to Anakin and Obi-Wan Kenobi the most. Turning on your fan base is dumb. So, as all idiots in Southern California believe, right? They believe that they are so awesome, they're so amazing, and that they can do no wrong. And they thought that because of their genius storyline, that is why this money was coming in. And they thought, oh, everybody loves Rey, right? The true Star Wars fans hated The Force Awakens, okay? And it was the beginning of the end for Disney. Get ready for this, like I said, back alley abortion that is going to happen on December 19th with The Rise of Skywalker, all right? And this is exactly what's going to happen. It's going to fail, and guess who they're going to blame? Straight white males who are part of the alt-right white supremacy movement are the reason that The Rise of Skywalker fails, okay? The Rise of Skywalker, all right? If Luke Skywalker is not alive and there's not some lightsaber showdown. I'm not talking he's alive and then dies or whatever. If he dies, he has to die a heroic death. But if he comes back to life and there is a huge lightsaber showdown involving him, because that is what the fans want, then you can forget about it. This movie is going to be an absolute failure. There needs to be a lightsaber and Force showdown. I need to see Luke Skywalker crush an AT-AT using the Force. Okay? I need him to crush it and just throw it. Luke Skywalker is the most powerful Jedi in the entire Star Wars universe. That's why everybody got so excited. If you take a look at the ticket sales for The Last Jedi, there was a huge jump at the beginning. Absolute huge jump. And then a huge dump. A gigantic dump. And it absolutely, from there, it was all downhill. It was called the fandom menace, right? And, you know, all of the mainstream media was praising this movie, The Last Jedi, saying it was so good. I mean, again, talking about manipulation and whatnot, right? Take a look at this. This is RottenTomatoes.com. If you guys know Rotten Tomatoes, you cannot really trust Rotten Tomatoes, especially the, this is the tomato meter. This is like the certified critics. These guys are all paid, okay? They're paid to give false positive reviews about a movie. 91% saw The Last Jedi and said it was a good movie. Only 44% of the audience said it was a good movie, okay? This movie was so absolutely terrible. I tried rewatching it. It was just terrible. The Last Jedi is easily the most consistently exciting film in the series. Look at this. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. This is the man who's been paid off. If you thought The Last Jedi was a complete abortion, give me a 1 in the chat real quick. Just let me know. I just need to see if this is a one-sided affair here. But I truly thought that the movie was just terrible. Okay? It was, and this is a global audience I have here. These are Europeans, these are Americans, Canadians, Australians. Yeah, and I just seen nothing but 1. Worse than Ewoks. Ewoks made that movie. Ewoks look like the peak alpha males of the galaxy. I had to get drunk to make it through. The Last Jedi was a post-birth abortion. Agreed. The sales extremely dropped off. I mean, it was hilarious how bad it was. Okay. So, the next thing is the huge internet backlash, and everything was all downhill. If you watched The Last Jedi with a red pill lens, you could see that it was a feminism. It was like an undercover feminism movie, right? And then you got this guy, all roundhead beta male, peak soy boy, Rian Johnson. This is the director of The Last Jedi. And you could see that nobody liked this guy on the set. Everybody disliked him. If you read the body language of what was going on with the characters with him, there's one scene, right? And let me see if I can find it. But this is the guy. Rian Johnson. What is it? Poe and Finn. Let me see behind the scenes. Let me see if this works. Right here. If you could read body language, you could tell that these guys do not like him. In this scenario, they're not feeling comfortable around him. They don't like him at all. Okay? How do I know? Arms crossed, covering their crotches. Okay, this is a protective stance. This is a male closed off stance. Okay, protecting the vulnerable area, which is the genitals, right? Nobody liked this guy at all. And he is the absolute reason why this movie was a complete failure. The movie had a complete underlying tone of feminism in it. It was so bad. Let's just go back to the whole character Rey, right? This is what Disney is trying to do. They took Rey, okay, and what Disney used to do really well, they're not doing well now, okay? Disney was very, very good at the Disney princess model, okay? Disney was very good at traditional American femininity, which is at an all-time low, okay? All-time low and continuously dying, all right? Snow White, Belle from Beauty and the Beast, Pocahontas, Cinderella, okay, Mulan, okay, Princess Jasmine from Aladdin. All of these girls were Elsa from Frozen, right? All of these girls are super, super feminine, global hits, right? All throughout Disney's history, they had been doing so well with the Disney princess model because girls like femininity, okay? Which girl does not want to be a cute, long-haired, thin, beautiful princess that has a fucking handsome, brave, charming prince come and save them and rescue them and take them away and happily ever after, right? Who doesn't want that as a lady? Okay? The only ones that don't want that are like some like super purple-haired feminist is like, not me, I'm different. Okay, we're not talking about you, fucking Greta, all right? Now, here's where they went wrong. They tried to apply the Disney princess model to Star Wars. That's exactly what happened here. They tried to make Rey this Disney princess, and they mixed in a little bit of feminism with it, and now you have this character that, quite honestly, nobody fucking likes, okay? Now, the reason is because she's what they call a Mary Sue, okay? Now, a Mary Sue is a character that is just strong and just powerful only because she's a woman, all right? We take a look back at The Force Awakens, okay? For all my super Star Wars fans, I'm going to make a very clear point to you right now. You have Rey, who is just some fucking bum from the desert, okay? You have her engage in a lightsaber battle with Kylo Ren, okay? Kylo Ren, who was trained by Luke Skywalker, and then trained by Snoke, who's a super evil, what do you call it? A Sith Lord, right? And somehow, this chick who's never picked up a lightsaber in her entire life is able to defeat this man. Think about that, okay? That's like Sarah Connor encountering the Terminator within the first, movie and just killing him. Okay, I'm not saying that female characters can't be strong. Some of my favorite sci-fi movies are involving female characters. Sigourney Weaver in Alien 1, 2, and 3. She played an excellent character. Okay, if you don't like that movie, Aliens 2, with all the fucking like space marines, and Sigourney Weaver when she has a machine gun and she duct tapes a flamethrower to it, and she goes in there to save the little girl, okay? That is how you write a character. But when you just give a character no hero's journey, right? No development, it's just like, what are we left to watch here? What are we left to like we're just supposed to just watch this and be like, okay, yay, like fucking wonderful. Okay? No, it makes no sense, especially in such a logic-based universe, which is the Star Wars universe, which is why so many men loved it. Okay? Yeah, again, Simon Benson makes a great point. The Bride, Uma Thurman in Kill Bill, fucking amazing character. Okay? I went to that restaurant in Japan where she fought the Crazy 88 and killed them all in that black and white scene. I ate over there just because that movie was so good. I was like, I have to go see this restaurant. And I went there in the December of 2017 during the Bitcoin insanity. It was awesome. Even she got a fucking bullet to the head at the beginning of the movie. Was killed almost, put in a coma. And she had to overcome everything. Right? That's what made Kill Bill 1 and 2 a very amazing movie. When she went and trained with Pai Mei to become powerful. You know, that is an example of a female character that was written and well done. But when you make the character powerful from the get-go, it's like, what do you have to look forward to? What do you have to look forward to? I don't get it at all. There's nothing there. Okay? Tony S. says it in the audience. He says, exactly, Ripley had to survive Alien to become the badass she was in Aliens. So very, very true. Okay? You have Rey engaging in combat with a Sith Lord and defeating him in the first movie. The second movie, you have this massive, massive buildup. Okay? You have this super, super massive buildup to potentially what could be the greatest cinematic moment in the history of mankind. And what do? You absolutely ruin it by trying to cram ideology down people's throats instead of just giving them a good fucking movie. I mean, from front to end, The Last Jedi made no fucking sense. You had, you got all these like, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but if you watch the movie again, first of all, there's almost every scene is like a woman in charge, and men are like her little lackeys. Like in the opening scene, you have Carrie Fisher's daughter telling some guy what to do, and she's part of the Rebel Alliance, right? All the bad guys, it's all the men in charge of the bad guys, but the good guys, the rebels, it's all women in charge, okay? And you got fucking general gender studies, right? This lady who during the entire movie makes zero sense for anything here. Okay? If you type in general gender studies, this is what you get. The purple-haired lady who completely made no sense as a character the entire movie. She was just belittling Poe and just saying like, hey, basically you're an idiot, and you're an idiot because you're just a reckless man, right? Then you had like Luke Skywalker planning to like, who was talking down to the audience and saying, what were you expecting? Me to just come in here and wave my laser sword to save the entire galaxy? Yes, motherfucker. That is what Star Wars is. Okay, don't sit here and belittle it. There was this undertone of that kind of talking down to the audience throughout the movie. And the fans didn't like it. And the response was absolutely critical. But it seems to me, like in true social justice warrior SJW fashion, they are doubling down on their stupidity. With the news trailer that just came out yesterday on Monday Night Football, I don't even know what these Disney executives are are doing, because honestly, these people are either completely there either is like some kind of Illuminati that is like forcing them to push this agenda in order to like, indoctrinate people, or they are really just that fucking stupid. There's only one way to save this movie, okay? And I'm saying it again and again and again. You need to bring back Luke Skywalker. There needs to be a tremendous lightsaber showdown. Okay? If it was up to me, this is what I would do. Let me tell you what I would do, okay? This is Star Wars Rise of the Hot Dude, okay? You bring back Luke Skywalker, first and foremost. I don't give a fuck how he does it. The audience doesn't care. We just want him back. Okay, that's the one non-logical thing you can bring back. Okay, he's just back. Okay, he didn't just force astral project himself and the effort killed him. But he teleported into the fucking rebel base, and he's there to help everybody, right? You bring back Luke Skywalker. The audience fucking hates Rey. Okay, there's almost, I would say, of all Star Wars fans, they're either neutral or they fucking hate her. There's nobody that's like diehard Rey fan, okay? And if there is, an extreme small minority. Okay? You send Rey to the dark side to join Kylo Ren. Now you have Luke Skywalker versus Rey and Kylo Ren. Now you got a storyline. Now this is worth seeing. They engage in a final last-ditch effort to crush the new First Alliance or First Order, right? Luke takes Chewbacca, Lando Calrissian, Finn, and Poe. Finn assists Luke because Luke gives him some Jedi training. Finn and Luke engage in a lightsaber duel with Rey and Kylo. Kylo ends up killing Finn, and Luke ends up killing Rey and Kylo. And in the process, Luke also dies. But he saves everybody going out. Full Jesus Christ style. Okay? That's the only way you'll fucking save this entire franchise. Okay? So, but that would be, you got to realize that these people don't take, they don't take risk. They don't take risk according to their little social echo chamber that they live in California, where, it's all the rage to be a transgender right now. Like, if you're a straight white person, even if you're a straight person, you're a loser compared to them out there. Okay? They're calling like people that like saying it's a slang now, like, what a cisgendered thing to do. Like, listen, idiot. All right, you're here because of cisgendered people, or whatever you want to label us, as I like to call us, normal people. Okay, this insanity is only occurring in the United States. This is not happening anywhere else in the world. Okay? They don't want to take a risk and do something like that. And they're going to lose all their money. I guarantee if Luke Skywalker is not back, they are going to lose so much money. This is going to blow up in their face, and I'm going to laugh every single fucking moment. The new trailer came out yesterday called The Rise of Skywalker. It has Luke Skywalker's voice in the movie. But I mean, it just truly blows my mind that they don't get it. I truly have zero hope that this movie is going to be good. And I just wanted to let everybody know, like, save your money. I'll go see it first in Japan, and then I'll just come out here and tell you guys exactly what the deal is. I'll spend my portion to go make the review, and then I'll come tell you guys exactly what happens. And I'm pretty sure I'm just predicting a failure, an absolute failure. And this is just an example of like what is going on with this lady, Kathleen Kennedy. You know, after the whole big success of The Force Awakens, if you will, right? Kathleen Kennedy was seen at a Nike event with these other ham planets wearing this shirt. That's this person right here is Kathleen Kennedy, wearing a shirt saying "The Force is female." Okay, the Force is female. So the Jedi legacy, the Jedi Order, everything, the Force, which is this genderless thing. It's kind of like God, if you will. So they're saying that the Force is female, right? This is Bad Robot, J.J. Abrams' company that does all the movies, and he did Lost. You know, that's where he got his big breakthrough. She then came out to say, like, the Force is not, this is not about women. She's like, this is just about the Nike, you know, like some kind of support shit she was doing for Nike. She backtracked quickly, right? But only after this thing got a big backlash. If you're the president of Lucasfilm and you're that fucking stupid to put on a shirt like this and then come out later and deny it, thinking that people are that stupid. I mean, this lady is peak boomer. This lady is peak fucking boomer. Earlier in the episode, I asked you guys to type in the chat your favorite Star Wars character. Okay? A resounding number of you guys said Han Solo, then Luke Skywalker, and then Darth Vader. And there's a couple Obi-Wan Kenobis sprinkled in there, right? Not a single person mentioned Princess Leia. Because let's be honest, Princess Leia's crowning moment in the entire Star Wars universe was this one right here. Okay? Leia's crowning achievement in the Star Wars saga was the Princess Leia slave outfit that Jabba the Hutt put on her. Okay? That was her crowning achievement in the movie. Nobody really cared about her because, honestly, she was an okay character, but she wasn't, like, super, super amazing. Let's just be honest here. There was no mind-blowing moment about her. She was really kind of a pain in the ass, especially in the first movie. Now, the woman who played Princess Leia, her real name is Carrie Fisher, who is a crazy feminist in real life, right? And crazy feminist in the sense that she had a pretty big drug problem throughout her life. She went and got electric shock therapy throughout her life. And, you know, she was riddled with a lot of medical problems. When she died in 2017, I believe she died, right after the movie came out. No, wait, when did she die? She died when she was only 60 on December 27th, 2016. Okay. She died from a heart attack. And when she died, it said right here, Fisher had cocaine in her system as she died, as well as traces of heroin, other opiates, and MDMA. Okay? This is the icon of feminism. This is where feminism gets you, ladies. Right here. She died on a plane. She was getting high off her fucking ass. And her heart seized up. You can't be doing that shit when you're 60, man. Especially when you're doing that shit all your life. In a recent interview done with Kathleen Kennedy and J.J. Abrams, talking about the rise of Skywalker, I just want you guys to take a look at it. Listen to what she has to say. Take a look at this interview. We're going to watch this together. I want you to watch the body language of J.J. Abrams as well. What do we want to feel? And first of all is Leia. If you take a look here at J.J. Abrams, he is so uncomfortable with everything that is going on from the moment this interview starts. He knows that he is about to take a huge, huge blow in the fucking asshole for this woman. If you can check it, I'll rewind it right here. Tell me if you guys can see it in the chat. Oh, there's no sound? Okay, 1 second. All right, here we go. Good. Okay, well, it's good. Well, good. You got to observe the body language front and front. He has the running away stance. Nope, not that. Take a look one more time. Let's see how trained up you guys are getting with your body language.
Well, I think there was a huge sense of responsibility. We spent a lot of time talking about what do we want to feel. Well, I would say, first of all, Leia, that was a really, really complicated conversation, but we knew that she was such an important character.
It just felt wrong to say that she wasn't around, that she had...
If you take a look at J.J. Abrams, from the moment oh, fucking Christ. Jesus Christ. Okay, one more time. All right, here we go. Thanks for being on point, chat.
A huge sense of...
Okay.
Well, I think there was a huge sense of responsibility. We spent a lot of time talking about...
Look at JJ again.
Well, I think there was a huge sense of responsibility. We spent a lot of time talking about what do we want to feel. Well, I would say, first of all, Leia, that was a really, really complicated conversation, but we knew that she was such an important character.
Good stuff. Ivor, Ed L.A., and David S., and Lou. His hands. If you look at his hands, he is so uncomfortable around this bitch. He's so nervous. Take a look at... Okay. Look at his hands real quick.
Well, I think there was a huge... sense...
Right there, he starts picking at his hands.
We spent a lot of time talking about...
Okay.
What do we want to feel? Well, I would say first...
Now he's stretching his finger. He's feeling internal pressure. That's why he's digging into his palm with his thumb, and then he's stretching the right hand and kind of he's feeling tension. That's why he's doing this. Like he's feeling like, he's very anxious and very nervous about this entire situation because he knows that this shit is going to be a complete fucking abortion. The fact that she is just sitting there patronizing Carrie Fisher when the entire fan base, we get it. She died. She died a long time ago, and the franchise has moved on without her. God bless her, but like we just can't. I mean, are we just gonna sit here and just talk about, R.I.P. this woman who died from doing a shitload of drugs? Like, yeah, we already gave her homage. We gave her everything. Like, God bless her, whatever. But, you have a job to do. You're the fucking president of Lucasfilm. And the only reason you're president of Lucasfilm is because nobody else wanted to take your job. They offered it to J.J. Abrams and he turned it down because she did that terrible of a job. And she's so insincere. She's so notice how she's clamping her hands between her legs. She's hiding too. She knows she fucked up, but she refuses to admit to this whole situation. Okay? Check it out.
First of all, Leia, that was a really, really complicated conversation, but we knew that she was such an important character.
It just felt wrong to say that she wasn't around, that she had, gone somewhere to say that she had passed away in between. It just felt like there was no way to end this story. She's such an integral part of it.
Finding the end to this in an emotional way, I think, was paramount.
It's not just the end of
finding the end to this in an emotional way. This is like how detached she is from the fucking the fan base. Guys, the only emotion men want to feel is like ravaging excitement when we watch this fucking movie. That's the only thing that's the only emotion we want to feel. We don't want to feel, we don't want to cry at the end. We don't want to feel anything. Like, we want action. That is what this movie was built upon. Okay? Revenge of the Sith was one of the most action-packed Star Wars movies ever. Like, I know the prequels get a lot of shit for being the prequels, but Revenge of the Sith was an amazing movie. That was an amazing Star Wars movie. And ended on a very gloomy, dark note, which set up, was the prequels to the original trilogy. Again, Leia had no part of that. But here we are having this fucking boomer idiot lady harp on about Leia and feelings and shit. Let's just watch.
Of 3 movies, at the end of 9 movies, it's 3 trilogies. So the story needed to end emotionally, needed to end with scale, but with intimacy. It was a bit of a juggling on a tightrope act, but it was really important to us that we tell a story that makes people feel, and where there's a sense, if you're a kid watching all 9 movies years from now, you see this beginning, middle, and end, and you feel like it was all coming to this.
Oh, Lord. Feelings. Good Lord. Good fucking Lord. It's just, there's so much bullshit in that whole area. Bearded Adam drops it well. He says he is backing away from her, disassociating, chest caved in, freezes in position with tension periodically. Yeah. He is not happy being around her. And here they are just talking about feelings, okay? Here's the skinny, all right? Here's the skinny behind it all. As of today, October 22nd, 2019, with a release date set for December 19th, The Rise of Skywalker is still not finished. Okay? When J.J. Abrams was in charge of Star Trek, which I'm not even a Star Trek fan, okay? But the Star Trek that he did with Christopher Pine was fucking amazing. The first two movies were so goddamn good. The movie when what's his name? Benedict Cumberbatch, Doctor Strange, when he was playing Khan, that movie was so well done. That was done by J.J. Abrams. The first movie, when J.J. Abrams was in charge, he had full creative charge and he had everything set and ready to go. Creative control, no Disney hovering over him, nothing. The movie was done 2 months ahead of schedule. Okay? 2 months ahead of schedule. Currently, with this abomination of a movie that is about to come out, they have 6 potential endings that they are filming right now. 6. And they have not put this shit together yet. The movie is still not done. I'm telling you, like I said, gentlemen, mark my words. You heard it here first. If Luke Skywalker does not come back to life and have a tremendous lightsaber fight and force powers showdown, this movie will be absolutely one of the biggest and largest failures ever. Okay? It is going to be so fucking terribly done. I mean, I just have no hope, to be honest with you. I'm just waiting for it. I'm just waiting for the great I told you so moment, because all this is doing is speeding up the red pilling of people in America. I mean, you've been red pilling fucking Star Wars normies, like guys who just like want to play Star Wars and enjoy their life. That's just what's happening here. So, I mean, I just think that we're just gonna watch this, and again, look at how easy the recipe is. All you needed to do for episode the Last Jedi, right? All you needed to do to make that successful was make Luke not a complete pussy who was crying on a planet because he was hurt his feelings and he was like wah 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 wah. They took the fucking the poster child, $4 billion, Ben. $4 billion. Okay? They took the poster child of Star Wars and they shit all over him. They absolutely shit all over this guy. From beginning to end. Only for him to catch a little bit of bravery at the end of the movie and then to be killed off. What you needed to do was have him give Rey the training that she sought. Proper training too. Not just like sit down and meditate and, you know, the dark side is consuming you, whatever. Give her proper training. Have a cool montage of her training. Okay? Make her not such an insufferable cunt of a character. And then him and Rey go to like fight Kylo. But like something happens. Snoke gets involved. And it ends up being like a draw. Or like maybe Rey gets stabbed or injured. And she gets put in like a chamber, or give her some kind of character development, some kind of fucking trauma. Because so far, Rey has just playing life on easy mode with these movies. Like, she hasn't encountered a single moment of adversity. Not a single moment of adversity. Then that leads up to the big final showdown with Palpatine coming back and all this shit. And then it's Rey, Luke versus Palpatine, Snoke, Kylo, and have a huge showdown. Good guys win. Now you have a good Star Wars movie. But no, they had to go the they had to go the way of feminism. They had to go the way of women are the best. Women number one. And it blew up in their face. And this just shows you that feminism truly kills fucking everything. Every single thing that feminism touches, it dies. You know? So I'm predicting a massive failure in December 19th. I'll go see it first because I'm in the time zone here in Japan, and then I'll do an immediate review after. Complete spoiler, because fuck Fuck everybody who is involved with this movie. Fuck this movie. This movie is not Star Wars. This is not canon. This is just awful. And you know, it would just be amazing to fucking to watch this whole thing burn to the ground. You know, I just think that it's a good awakening though for people, because the blowback that they got from the last movie was such a fucking red pill for everybody that it honestly was just so great to see it fail. That's going to do it for us today, guys. So thank you so much for watching. Keep an eye on what's going to happen with the Rise of Skywalker. It is going to be a complete abomination. You heard it here first. Real quick, for all my gamers out there, Modern Warfare is coming out in 3 days on October 25th. If you want to play Modern Warfare with me, okay, you know, I want you to hit me up on Instagram. Go to Instagram.com/Modern Life Dating, or just find me right here on Instagram at Modern Life Dating, and send me a DM and say, hey, I want to play the new Modern Warfare with you. I'll link up with you on the Blizzard Network, and we will be playing. If you want to follow me for some spicy memes, go ahead and follow this channel as well, this Instagram channel, and that's gonna do it. Until then, I'll catch you tomorrow on the Tokyo Crypto Show. Mr. Jackson, hit me up. I got you on Facebook, or hit me up on Instagram, my G. I'll link with you. Yeah, get ready to join me on some online combat for Modern Warfare. Let's enjoy some good time together, and let's just build up our hot dude army, build up the network, and keep on lifting each other up and moving forward in this world, doing above average things for above average man. Until then, I'll see you guys tomorrow on the Tokyo Crypto Show.